Alright, hello everyone. Okay, so this is how it's going right now. Everything seems to be running pretty smoothly, I'd say. This is actually let me was it alt? It is alt. Okay. That was freaking alt. I'm like, boy, I trippin', but it's not. Alright, so this is the full screen of everything, okay? Um so I'll show you guys like what graphics it's doing, what graphics it's running on in the CPU. So if I can get this over on the second screen, which is on the laptop screen, then I shall show it. It's actually pretty doing good actually. Okay, so if I do run and then do type in Miss Info 32, which is already put in because I did this before. Okay, so right now it's on OS Microsoft Windows 10 Home. I'm just currently looking at the stream if you guys can see it or not. This is HP notebook, just straight up that. But the processor is AMD A6 APU with AMD Radeon R4 graphics with 2000 megahertz, which is 4 cores. Inside is the BIOS. It has physical memory. Well, installed RAM is 8 gigabytes. Total physical memory is 6.97 gigabytes, which isn't that bad. Available physical memory is 3.801 gigabytes. Total virtual memory 8.66. Available virtual memory 4.16. Which isn't all that bad. 8 gigabytes is like pretty decent. Just surprised about the processor. If I could look it up on my other laptop, the Asus one, then I definitely know like which processor it's running on. But if I go to AMD Radeon, this is the compatibility obviously what I'm running on. I had to install drivers, so obviously the CPU is AMD A6 and GPU, which is the graphics, is AMD Radeon R4. It's not that bad, I'd say. Let me look it up actually. I want to see if there's like a difference between the AMD Radeon R4 and the Intel Celeron. difference between AMD Radeon R4 R and Intel Celeron. Celeron. Minus like something like that. Something like that. Notebook check. Okay. AMD A6 Gen. Oh, A6 7th Gen. Okay. So the AMD is the entry-level chip from Stony Ridge APU series for notebooks, 7th APU generation, which has announced mid-2016. The 9210 is a mid-range Stony Ridge processor dual-core version of Bristol Ridge and integrates 2 CPU cores, 1 excavator module with 2 integrator and on FP unit, clocked between 2.5 and 2.9 GHz. Also includes a Radeon R4 GPU, probably with 192 shaders of 655 MHz, as well as a single channel DDR4 2133 memory controller. Might have just H.265 video engine and chipset with all I/O ports. Intel Celeron N4000 is a dual-core COC designed for affordable laptops and mini PCs. Was announced late 2017 and runs at 1.1 GHz to 2.6 GHz, which is less than the AMD one. Single core burst, multi-core burst maxes out at 2.5 GHz. It is based on the Gemini Lake platform. Similar to the Apollo Lake processor, the chip is manufactured on a 14 nm process with FINITs, but offers slightly improved processor cores, double the amount of L2 cache, all in some smaller package with partial Wi-Fi 5 support and baked into the chip. Besides 2 CPU cores, the chip also includes DirectX 12 compatible GPU as well as a DDR4 L4 LPDDR4 memory controller dual channel up to 2400 MHz. The COC is not replaceable as directly soldered onto the main board. Yep, I definitely know that. So the Intel Celeron N4020 is an entry-level dual-core COC of the Gemini Lake refresh product family designed for affordable laptops and mini PCs. The Celeron was announced in quarter 4 2019, which is not that long ago, and its CPU cores run at 1.1 GHz to 2.8 GHz, which isn't that bad. Compared to precedor, the Celeron N4000, the newer model offers a 200 MHz higher boost clock. Just like the Apollo Lake module size and the N3350 and N4020 is manufactured on a 14 nm process with units but with slightly improved processor cores. Double the amount of L2 cache on smaller package. Better than the 2 CPU cores. Features DirectX 12 compatible UHD graphics series. So this is like but let me let me run it up again. Mine is a A6 7310. This is I would need to change it because it's not the right one. Because mine is a different version. This is the probably mine. This one's older. AMD. Radeon. Difference between AMD Radeon. Or I'll just do like AMD A6. What was it again? 7310. I just don't remember what thingy it's my main laptop runs on. I know it's Intel Celeron because it's the freaking crappiest thing. Oh, interesting, but now there's a big difference. Even though this is like part of a older version, it's not the newest, but the price is high. But the game supported is 74%, and then there's 10% difference between the one this laptop has and the other laptop that I have. Place and performance rating. This is higher in rank. This is lower. Market segment laptop. Yep. AMD A series, Intel Gemini Lake, architecture. Okay. Release date. Oh yeah. May 2015, November 2019. Price now is 152. Even though it was released 7 years ago, it's still higher than the one that was released 2 years ago. Technical specs: 4 quad core, 2 dual core threads. Okay. Base clock speed 2 GHz versus 1.1 GHz. Boost clock speed 2.4. This one has a better boost clock speed. This does not have a lot of L2 cache. 2048 kilobits? I know it's megabits. Chip 28. Maximum core temperature 90 Celsius. Number of transistors. Okay. Number of CPUs in configuration 1. Socket FP4. Thermal design power 12 to 25 watt. Oh, it requires a lot more wattage. Supported memory types: DDR3L, DDR4. I feel like this is wrong. Because the memory stick that's installed onto this laptop is DDR4. And it has two RAM space. Yeah. You see, Intel Celeron doesn't have integrated graphics card. This one does. AMD Radeon R4 graphics. Release 2014. Damn. Oh, but the game support is 38%. And the price is $240.74. We believe the nearest equivalent to Radeon R4 graphics from Nevada is GeForce 9600 GT. Compare. Yeah, it's more and it has more games supported. Desktop. 14 years ago. Damn. Prices now is $300. Not that bad. Ooh, AMD Radeon HD. It's not bad. I don't know. I mean, it's GeForce. Obviously, it has its perks. I'm just trying to compare it between the Radeon R4. Whoa, wait. The freaking AMD A6 7310 versus Intel Celeron. So far, it's better than that. Okay, let's see what everyone needs help with. This is iOS Guide show you how to jailbreak your phone. No, it does not. I am jailbroken iOS 12.5. Wait, 6 SOA first servers from App Store. Cape God from Cydia. Tried changing the number, coins, keys, or anything every time. It's fine on everything else though. Let me fix this. I don't think. Oh my god. I don't know. Let me see. Jailbreak. Nope, they don't. They do not. The issue is with this laptop. The fan makes these rattling noises, and like it's not a pretty noise, honestly. They don't show you how to jailbreak I do not. How? I forgot the H. Ow. Downloading my DP. And you won't need to use iGame Guide to find coins because IP6 seems to be quite weak to put to use AGG. Hmm. I don't even know the general idea how to use iGame Guide. It just seems confusing, honestly. That's why I don't use it. Cheat engine, speed manager, auto touch, device booster, more. Introducing iGame Guide jailed. chance you could date? Hmm. 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 Okay, I'm gonna exit out of that and then exit out of this too. Not available. Because it only has Doki Doki Literature Club in it. Let me see how well it runs it. Oh wait, I think I need to have my. It's okay. She is running, but she is not saying. She's not showing up. There you go. Oh shoot! Our castle balls. Everything seems to be good. Oh wow! I love this music. Oh, it doesn't seem to be lagging or anything. Ah! um, oh no, I don't like where this is going. It's just, there's some things in the story I'd like to point out that will make more sense later on. That's, well, I guess that's alright. Nice. I smell a giver a confirming nod. That being done, I quietly grab a chair from a nearby desk and place it next to Yuri's right side. It isn't until I take a seat next to her when I realize just how close I am to her. Another awkward silence commences until Yuri speaks up. I'm sorry. Huh? Is something wrong? This isn't something I'm very used to. That is reading in company with someone. Well, I try not to be too annoying then. No promises. Alright. But how can we read at the same time? Oh, whoops. I guess I didn't think of that far ahead. I noticed that Yuri is still holding my book with both hands like a normal human would. I can feel the gears spinning in my head. This lasts for roughly 6 seconds, all while staring indirectly at the book before I begin to speak. Speaking. Here, let me see the book real quick. I have an idea. Without words, she hands my book back to me. If you're so worried about Zero, then give me my manga back. flashback from earlier plays in my head. When Natsuki forcefully took her manga out of my hands, and how that made me feel. Be I'd better be considerate to Yuri and learn from Natsuki's mistakes. I carefully take the book back from her. Alright, so here's how this is gonna go. I've got to take control of the right side, and you'll be responsible for the left side. Look at where my right hand is and correspond with your left hand on your respective corner. Okay, well, and with that, we're sitting side by side, both of us holding the book together, huddled a little close, but I don't mind. The view really isn't that bad. Not only is Yuri in the corner of my vision, but I can read both pages with barely a struggle. Well, I suppose this works. How do you think of this? I have no idea, but it's working, right? I then realized what situation I'm in. I'm sitting rather close to probably one of the most adorable girls I've ever met in my life, and we're reading one of my favorite books. Sure, I may have thought that I didn't mind, but this is kind of tense. Yuri giggles a little bit. I suppose. Anyways, where did I leave off? Oh, right here. I watch her point her finger to what page she's on to see where she is in the story. Huh? Awfully close to the end of page of mine, which is where my right hand is. Yes, I remember this part. Don't worry, it gets less and less boring from this point onward. Yuri then looks out over me. I can ever so slightly feel her breath invading the lower half of my face. Boring? Ash, I thought you said you liked this book. Oh, geez, I really need to think of my words better. I do. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say boring. No, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that. So, are you ready? A bunch of everything raced through my head at million miles per hour after she asked that. Turn the page. Sorry. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Oh, you're silly and also considerate at the same time. No need to worry about me. I've read this once or twice before, but I'll still read alongside you. Suddenly I feel a little bit too forward with calling her silly. I hope this doesn't make her mad. Well, if you say so. We continue reading. Every so often I'll point out a certain character in the story and explain to her what kind of role that character plays. You're no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it out by my own violation. We managed to at least get through the first and second chapter. Even so, turning each page like this has an interesting feel to it. My thumb gently letting go of the page let it fly over to her side, and her catching it in return. Hey Ash, I'm drawn out of my reading trance and look over to Yuri. Our eyes meet for a little bit. Surprisingly enough, this is uncomfortable. Yes, Yuri? Do you like animals as well? Oh. Alright, the theme of this book. I mean, yeah, they're cool. I'm more of a cat person, to be honest. Wait, didn't she ask about cats specifically, though? Well, I guess we have something in common then. Often that's why I like to go to over by the park to relax and watch the butterflies. But when the elephant in this book went to the lake, it reminded me of one of my special places. It could be a good source of inspiration at times. I'm rambling, aren't I? I'm sorry. A dumb smile is slowly creeping its way onto my face. Hey, don't worry about that. I kinda like the way you were just saying just now. I will never considered any kind of places of inspiration until just now. Well, I guess it's alright then. I think I know what will score me with some brownie points. Besides, the least I could do is listen to you. It's the golden rule, after all. I don't mind listening to you at all. Holy crap, I just said that out loud. My face and hers takes on an interesting shade of pink? Crimson? That's too dark. Thanks, Ash. She then looks back up onto the page that she was reading, as do I. Reading through this book again brings back memories of when I was much younger. I would cuddle up next to my mom and she would read to me before bedtime. Granted, we never quite held a book together like this, but it's nice to think about how that made me feel back then. How funny it would be if a 6-year-old me and her mom tried holding a book like how me and Yuri are right now. My nostalgia trip is ended abruptly by a voice that isn't Yuri's. Yuri and I snap back into reality and we both look up. Still holding our respective sides of the book, we see a story set in front of us. She looks a bit annoyed. What could she possibly want? Ash, I would like my pencil back, please. Oh, oh, Bob Saget. I almost forgot I had that. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Yuri. I can't help but feel flushed and lower my head a little bit. I take my right hand off the book and reach into my pocket to give her the colored pencil back. When Yuri takes her pencil back, her annoyed looks turns into a mischievous one. Oh, Yuri. Looks like you found yourself a good reading partner. Huh? Does Yuri think that's so funny? I hope I'm not being a reading partner. Sorry, please click to continue. Oh, this is her side, I think. There you go. Another bar of music written down on my music sheet. When only 4 more sheets left to go, I stand up from my desk and look at the clock, but I'm distracted by what Yuri is doing. She's hanging out with Ash? That's weird. I would have guessed you'd want to hang out with Yuri, considering how different but they both are from everyone else. I wonder how those two will get along. And never mind that. What time is it anyways? The clock is directly above the chalkboard, which is where I'm heading. How convenient. It's 3:40 already? Well, time flew by pretty fast today. Time to start parent poem sharing, so I quickly head over to the center of the room, clear my throat to get everyone else's attention. Oh, this is Monica. Okay, everyone, I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we like too long. Looks like everyone is preparing for this. Zara walks over to her corner of the room, to her bag, and grabs her poem. I then look over towards the closet to see that Tsuki is putting away her manga. I then look over towards the closet. Oh. In the incorrect spot. All of a sudden, I feel someone tugging on my right sleeve. It's Ash, and he's looking down at the ground. Who would have thought I had long hair? I mean, I look okay, I guess. Can we finish this? Oh no, why does he look upset? Ash, are you nervous about sharing? I keep on forgetting everything today. Forgetting? Oh, what's the matter? I forgot to write a poem last night. I'm really sorry, Monica. I had a feeling something like this would happen. Well, I'll let you off the hook this one time because it is your first day in the club. I'll make sure you won't feel left out though. How does reading everyone's poem sound today? He then looks up to me with his frown pretty much gone. I would like that, Monica. Good. Besides all that, are you having a good time so far? Well, I got to spend time with everyone here today. Even if I did make 2 of them mad. This better not be a recurring theme. I see. By the way, since you're new and everything, have you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better? Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? There's an awkward silence as he seems to look around at a few different spots before he's speaking up. Does that mean I can tell you if something about the club is bothering me? Since you're the president, of course, silly. That's what I'm here for. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Oh, come on, Monica. I'm sure you've done well. I want to see. Alright, alright. I reached into my bag, pulling out my poem, and handed it over to him. Reality. Turning like a cog in a machine, as time is a concept. Reality can be shapen to what we see, running like wheels on a track. As the passage of time continues, reality always goes forward, no matter what anyone says. Time as an illusion, as we exist at every possible moment. At the same time, we only see one at a time. Reality can be whatever we want it to be. Go save it. Save it. That's so loud, though. Like, god damn. Why does it need to be so loud? Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna end the live stream here. I just wanted to test it out if it's doing okay. And to my surprise, it's actually doing pretty good. And I hope it continues being like that. When I do like hooking up the game capture to it. So I hope that turns out well. If not, then I'm gonna cry. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.